It's your boy Carcino. What's up? Now, you guys wanted to hear more Rick James stories? Told you there's too many to count. Everybody has a Rick James story. So that's when the Charlie Murphy thing came out. Everybody was telling him. And they're so amazing. And I'm like, man, I'm surprised that nobody but Charlie Murphy really came forward. It should have been like a floodgates of Rick James story. But a lot of them like, well, people don't really know the guys or know the people. It's kind of dated. They kind of need sketch comedy. It would be wonderful. But here we go. We'll do a volume 2. This will be volume 2 of Rick James stories. Now, Rick James had just did a show. They just did a set. And this is Michigan. And Rick was out at the club, and he had, was it Michigan or was it in California? Might have been Michigan or California, but I believe it was Michigan. And he had a lot of people with him. They went out clubbing. Grace Jones, Evelyn Champagne King, even Grandmaster Flash was out there in the Furious Five. They was out there during the time. And Rick out there, and he's hiding in a giraffe's ass. He out there, hey, everybody, get me some cognac up in here. So he coming in. They gotta have him some cognac, and he in there getting high and drinking, and he was talking about the song. Yeah, he was all off key. That's Sorry Mother. And then they start to bring up one of the band members got a new car. It's like, man, boy, shoot, you ought to see so-and-so car, man. His car better than yours, Rick. Why would you say that to Rick James? Yeah, that's good for him. Shoot, I'm paying him enough. Yeah, he should have a good car. See, that's what happens. See, in our band, we all stars, baby. You stay next to Rick James, baby. I'm a star. Baby, come over here. Hey, who was that over there? Yeah, that red dress. Tell her to come over here next to Rick James. I know that's what she want to do. So Rick is sitting over there laid back in the cut and trying to bring every chick in the club over there next to him. And he want them laying only next to him. So everybody's going off about the car. Did you see the car, man? Yeah, it's a car. Man, did you see my Trans Am? Ain't nothing on my Trans Am, boy. I tell you, my Trans Am, a fast car that I beat a Porsche. I beat a Porsche out there one time on 94. Boom! Just gone. So Rick's talking about his car. So his boys show up with the car, like, yo, man, the car outside. Rick James like, man, I'm gonna go check out this pizza. So Rick go out there and look at the car. Man, there's Mickey Mouse pizza. He got a blue Datsun 280Z. And a Datsun 280Z was like the new thing that was out. That was just the it car in the early 80s and 79. Like, during them little early 80s, you got a Datsun 280Z. It's supposed to be fast because they put Z at the end of it, I guess. And he's like, man, this thing take off, Rick, man. This thing might be faster than your car. Man, I ain't no goddamn way this Mickey Mouse brother. It's gonna be better than my goddamn car. Well, don't ever talk about that. So Rick get in his car. Look at my car. Vroom! He cranking the engine. Your car can't do that. They don't say that's a Mickey Mouse pizza. So Rick was like, he's like, man, I'll tell you, Rick, man, my car fast now. He ain't got all that roar and stuff, man. It's smooth, but it take off. So Rick get in there like, man, I need some more cigarettes. Take me to the store. So I'm gonna ride in this pizza. So Rick proceeds to get into the passenger seat of the Datsun 280Z. There's no room for Rick legs. Rick just starts kicking the car. Starts kicking the dash. Ain't no what. Put my feet down in this little piece of. He was Rick now. Hit the button, man. Don't kick the dash. Hit the button, man. See this thing here? You hit this button, yeah, and it go back. See how the seat go back? It ain't like that. You got to reach under the seat stuff, man. They'll tell you, man, they coming up, man. It's a future car. Ain't no damn future. Man, drive me to the goddamn store. So Rick go to the store, get the car. He's like, man, see how this? You don't even know how to drive. I can tell you right now the steering messed up. The way on the turn, it don't turn like my car. So they at the store. Rick like, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna drive back. So Rick's driving back in the car. They said Rick hit the corner doing about 65. The car drifted and the back end, boom, hit the curb and drove. He's like, man, you didn't hit the curb on the thing. So I told you, that car you got. My car would have made that turn. They get back, he looked up the back end, all scratched, the light. Rick then told the man Dodson, he just got it. Rick, man, get the car fixed. I'll pay you enough, mother. Don't cry about the doggone car. You gonna cry? I told you the car's a piece of... You should have got a doggone Trans Am like me. Enough of that. Now I got my cigarettes. Let's go back to the club. So he go back and inside the club. The dude ticked off. But that's just one other story of Rick. That's just how Rick James was. So, another Rick James story. Was it Saginaw, Michigan? Saginaw, Michigan. Rick James got a show to do. Now, this is some years down the road. Years. So, we talking maybe like 84, 85. And Rick still want to put on, he want to do a show that they got somewhere in Michigan. I don't know if it's in Saginaw, but he's with George Clinton, Parliament, Funkadelics, and Rick James. They all finna, it's like a funk fest. So Rick got a show to do. And Rick, going to the clubs and doing what he got to do. Rick digging up some outfits that he had that he wanted to do for this show. He wanted to bring up some outfit he had from the past. Took it to the cleaners. And back then in the cleaners, what the cleaners used to do is if they like your clothes, they would wear it. They would wear your clothes, stank it up even worse, and be like, "Oh, this ain't that dirty. I could wear this tonight." And then they ain't picking it up. They'd be like, "Okay, it'll be ready by Friday." You'd be like, "Man, why is it so long?" Because they finna wear your stuff. And then it's going to only take them a day. By the time you get it, it'll be clean, but they finna wear your stuff out. So that's what the black cleaners used to do. So Rick James wears some exotic type stuff. So next thing you know, the dude go to the club like, yeah, man, shoot, I'm finna wear some of this, man, Rick got. So he go to the club wearing one of Rick's outfits. And Rick and his buddy is in the club. And somebody's like, man, you looking like, man, I look like Rick James stuff. He's like, man, this dude got a fit you got on, Rick. He was like, that's the motherfucker cleaners, man. He's doing in my, man, he went over there. Rick went over there. Man, what you doing in my, he was, oh man, Mr. James, man, no, it's gonna be clean, man. I just wore it out for the night, man. I was like, slap! So Rick slapped him, and then once Rick slapped him, everybody else started storming him. Rick, hey, wait a minute, goddammit, that's my clothes. They're my clothes, man. I don't want them bleeding all over my clothes. Look, you better make sure my clothes is clean by Friday and get your nasty, dirty, stinking stuff out my clothes. Boy, Rick sent them home. No, you leaving right now. You ain't staying here. Not in my clothes. So, that's Rick. That was Rick. Next time in the studio. California. Rick James. Rick James is working on a song, man. I mean, he was laid back, chilling, getting high, working on a song. I didn't want to say this person's name, but they had a kid. They brought their kid in the studio with Rick James. And Rick's in there playing on the keyboard and doing what he doing. He got his boots. He's wearing these boots and everything, and the little kid is messing with the zipper on the boots. He just keeps zipping down the boots. Zip, 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 zip. And then his dad like, hey, stop that, son. Stop that. Stop that. He's working. And Rick is over there working with the piano. Boom, boom, boom. Coming up with a song for it. And he's coming up with the ballad. Next thing you know, Rick is like, they like, you got a phone call, Rick. So Rick on the phone. And all these conversations going on. And Rick on the phone, he getting mad at the manager. The little kid is still making his way over to Rick's booth. Rick Boot is just fascinating for him. So he just zip, 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 messing with the Rick James Boot. Rick is on the phone. Yeah. I wish I could show you this. Rick was like, yeah, man. As soon as the kid zipped this over, go on, little kid. Poof. Rick James kicked the kid across the room with his boot. So the kid kept bothering. He just kicked him like he was a pet or something. Like, dude, get over there. Yeah, so what you explain it to me. Read it to me right. What do you mean? Yeah, he's still on the phone. Like it was nothing. Oh man, everybody looked like, is it for real? So they went and grabbed the kid. Man, grab that little bad bastard. Run around there in the studio. I'm trying to work. Rick on the phone. Oh God. Oh God. Rick James, man. Rest his soul, man. Rick was great. Rick was great. Only Rick.